Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today? Happy Tuesday. I hope that you are well. I hope that everything that you plan to do today works out as you hope. And of course, if it doesn't, hopefully there's another take tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And hope you're okay. Always good to be here with you. Thank you for choosing to be here with us on Storytime this morning. And I hope that you enjoy the story that we have for you. And we're bringing back one of my favorites for sure here to Storytime. This one is coming to us from Kim TOMSIC and HADLEY HOOPER. And of course, we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And it is now an award-winning book. Knew it from the very start. It is a very beautiful one indeed. And this one is called The Elephants Come Home, a true story of 7 elephants, 2 people, and 1 extraordinary friendship. I hope that you're ready for this one. And cannot wait to share it with this community. If it's your first time reading it, you know you're in for a treat for this one. Well, I promise you're in for a treat. And of course, if you're coming back, you've read this one with us or you've read it before, I hope that you still enjoy our reading this morning. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. How is it where you are? Is it hot? Is it cold? What is it? What are you doing? What are you up to this week? Are you getting ready for the break? Summer break is almost upon us. And for some of you, it is already here. So I hope that you indeed enjoy that. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Absolutely love it when we get to spend time together. And this week, we have many amazing stories, including another brand new one to Storytime, brand new one to the world, coming to you tomorrow. Good morning to you, Kathy. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Luna, how are you doing today out there in Ohio? Beautiful Ohio. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. Always good to see you here. And thank you for choosing to be with Storytime this morning. Thank you indeed. And I hope that you have everything that you need to make this Storytime even better. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Kim TOMSIC, HADLEY HOOPER, and of course, working in conjunction with Chronicle Books of San Francisco, bringing us The Elephants Come Home, a true story of 7 elephants, 2 people, and 1 extraordinary friendship. Are you ready for this journey? All right, so buckle up. We're headed to Southern Africa for this one. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll be right back after this very short break with our story for today.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Davis. I'm a children's book author, illustrator, and high school art educator. I am the author of 30,000 Stitches, the inspiring story of the National 9/11 flag, illustrated by Sally Warren Comport and published with Worthy Kids # book group. One thing that drew me to writing 30,000 Stitches was the idea that people from all different communities came out to stitch this flag and make it whole again. So I hope that when people read 30,000 Stitches, they remember the power of sharing our stories. When people came out to stitch the flag, they shared their stories, whether about loss or pain or love, We all have stories to tell, and by sharing our stories and listening to one another's stories, we can create a better understanding of each other and create a sense of connection and unity. And this is what creates a more inclusive world. I hope you enjoy your story time with Mr. Limata. Bye, everybody.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed for joining us here on Storytime. Thank you, Amanda Davis. Yes, the power of telling our stories. And in this one today, there is a story to be told. And I cannot wait to share this one. A beautiful, beautiful story, heartwarming story. And here we go. This one is called The Elephants Come Home. A true story of 7 elephants, 2 people, and 1 extraordinary friendship. Written by Kim TOMSIC, a good friend of ours here at Storytime, and of course HADLEY HOOPER. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. The Elephants Come Home. A true story of 7 elephants, 2 people, and 1 extraordinary friendship. Written by Kim TOMSIC, illustrated by HADLEY HOOPER, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. This is Lawrence. He loves animals. This is Francoise. She loves Lawrence. This is Max. There's Max. This is Lawrence. He loves animals. This is Francoise. She loves Lawrence. This is Max. And this is Thula Thula, a farmhouse, a garden, a swimming pool, and 11,000 acres of African bush, savanna, and forest. Oh, I want to visit Thula Thula. Yes. Meet Lawrence, Francoise, and Max. And this is Thula Thula, a farmhouse, a garden, a swimming pool, and 11,000 acres of African bush, savanna, and forest. You ready for the journey? Around Thula Thula stretch miles and miles of fences so the rhinos can splash in the river. The impala, Cape buffalo, and zebra can graze the savanna. Even the crocodiles at the Guala Guala Dam can swim in peace. There is no hunting at Thula Thula. Yeah. This is Thula Thula. And around Thula Thula stretch miles and miles of fences so the rhinos can splash in the river. The impala, Cape buffalo, and zebra can graze the savanna. Even the crocodiles at the Guala Guala Dam can swim in peace. There is no hunting at Thula Thula. Yeah. When spitting snakes creep into the farmhouse kitchen, Lawrence uses a soft broom to scoot them outside. When box spiders weave webs between the patio furniture, Francoise tiptoes around them. And when monkeys steal cheese from Francoise and treats from Max, well, it's a monkey's job to find food, so nobody scolds them. Yeah, it's a monkey's job to find food, so nobody scolds them. Oh, yes. No, HADLEY HOOPER, it's stunning. It's stunning, the illustrations in here for sure, Kathy. Yeah. One day, a lady telephones. Lawrence, she says, will you adopt a herd of angry elephants? Angry? Lawrence asks. They've been bullied and hunted, the lady says. Now they roar at the rangers and crushed all the fences. Folks are frightened the herd might stampede through town. The village chief says it's a matter of safety. The herd must leave or be shot. Lawrence has never taken care of elephants, but he says yes, they may come to Thula Thula. Lawrence has never taken care of elephants, but he says yes, elephants may come to Thula Thula. To prepare for their arrival, he builds a boma, a wide corral with a strong fence where the elephants can live while they get used to their new home. He repairs broken spots in the outer fence too. Then he posts signs reminding the neighboring Zulu villages, no hunting. Meanwhile, the elephants ride in a trailer past sycamore figs and acacia trees beyond the Umfolosi swamp and along the Nseleni River. They bump over 1, 2, 3 railway tracks and then down a dirt path where a sign points the way to Thula Thula. The elephants come. Meanwhile, the elephants ride in a trailer past sycamore figs and acacia trees, beyond the Umfolosi swamp, and along the Nseleni River. They bump over 1, 2, 3 railway tracks, and then down a dirt path where a sign points the way to Thula Thula. The elephants come. Down the ramp stomps the herd's leader, Nana, then Little Mandla, then Big Frankie, and 4 others. Welcome to Thula Thula, elephants. Yes, once the truck arrives, out comes the leader, Nana, then Little Mandla, then Big Frankie, and 4 others. They look at the unfamiliar farmhouse, its swimming pool, and the bomber. They look at the strangers, Lawrence, Francoise, and the rangers. Right away, the elephants pound their hooves and trumpet angrily. They are naughty, the rangers complain. They are nervous, Lawrence says. Wouldn't you be if you moved far from your home? Great question. They are naughty. They are nervous, Lawrence says. Wouldn't you be if you moved far from your home? Yeah. Everyone holds breath and waits. Finally, the elephants calm their noises and tromp into the bomber. Will this work? They're going in. Yeah, everyone holds a breath and waits. Finally, the elephants calm down. They calm their noises and tromp into the bomber. That night, while Lawrence and Francoise sleep, Nana and Frankie heave their heads against a giant Tamboti tree. They push and shove until the tree topples and smashes the boma fence. The elephants bulldoze forward and use their bodies to break the outer fence. Crash! It comes down. The herd marches out of Thula Thula. Oh, come back. Yeah, the elephants bulldoze forward and use their bodies to break the outer fence. It comes crashing down. The herd marches out of Thula Thula. Where are you going? At sunrise, a worker cries, "The elephants are gone! Oh no!" Lawrence looks for the herd by the Nsaleni River. Francoise and Max look by the Guala Guala Dam. Word spreads and others look for them too. Hunters. Danger waits for the elephants outside. Danger waits the elephants outside the safety of Thula Thula. Oh my. Is there time to save them? Will the elephants be safe? Yes. At sunrise, a worker cries, "The elephants are gone! Oh no!" Lawrence looks for the herd by the Nsaleni River. Francoise and Max look by the Guala Guala Dam. Word spreads. Others look for them too. Hunters. Danger waits for the elephants outside the safety of Thula Thula. Oh my. Lawrence's friend Peter has a helicopter and searches the thick jungle from the sky. Eureka! He spots the elephants in a grove of acacia trees. Still, the emergency isn't over. He has to convince the elephants to turn around fast. They are walking closer and closer to dangerous territory. What can Peter do? Peter zooms close to the elephants over and over and over again, trying to herd them back, to head them away from where they were going. The elephants are unimpressed, but finally, inch by inch, the elephants turn back to Thula Thula. Phew. Yeah, finally, inch by inch, the elephants turn back toward Thula Thula. Back in the boma, the elephants bellow, throw dust, and flatten their ears. They are dangerous, say the rangers. They are sad, says Francoise. They're still scared, says Lawrence. What could we do? What can be done? The herd approaches the repaired boma fence, ready to knock it down again, but Lawrence stands in front of them. "Nana," Lawrence says, "please don't go. If you leave, you, your baby, and your herd will be hurt." Nana curls her trunk and lifts her ears. "Maybe you're worried about this new home and tired from the journey," Lawrence says. "But if you rest, I will take care of you. I will live with you by day and camp with you by night. I will stay with you, and you will not be alone." Oh, Nana, stay. Nana meets Lawrence's eyes for a moment. Then she turns away from the fence and leads the herd into the boma's brush. The elephants stay. Yeah. Lawrence builds a tent, and he and Max camp by the boma. He sings to the elephants during the day and tells them stories at night. Soon, the elephants' cranky behavior changes to ear flopping, head waggling, and trumpeting. What does it mean? Francoise asks. They are happy, Lawrence says. Yes, soon the elephant's cranky behavior changes to ear flopping, head waggling, and trumpeting. What does it mean? Francoise asks. It means they are happy, Lawrence says. Yes. He sings to them by day and reads or tells them stories by night. Lawrence and Nana get to know each other. They walk together and talk together. Lawrence with words, Nana with comfortable rumbles. One morning, Nana does something very special. She reaches her trunk through the gate and pats Lawrence's stomach. It's a sign of friendship. Lawrence knows he can trust the elephants now. Aww. At last, he opens the boma gates wide so the elephants can explore the pastures, rivers, and thickets of Thula Thula. The herd wanders off into the hills. They will graze the savannas. They will splash and play. They are home. Aww. Lawrence and Max move back into the house, and the elephants stroll to the lawn for regular visits. Nana likes eating from Francois' garden, swimming in the pool, and clumping on the porch to pat Lawrence's stomach. And whenever Lawrence goes away, somehow the herd knows the exact moment of his return. They always come to the house just in time to welcome him home. Years go by, and the elephants spend more and more time far away in the part of Thula Thula where the best acacia trees grow. A 12-hour journey from Lawrence and Francois' house. Yeah. Lawrence and Francois continue to live in the farmhouse, sweeping, spitting snakes, tiptoeing around webs, and loving Max. Francois' garden grows lush, and Lawrence's beard speckles with gray. Oh. The rhinos splash in the river. The Cape buffalo graze the savannah. And the crocodiles at the Guala Guala Dam swim in peace. Every few years, Nana and the herd come for a visit. Yeah. Everyone's happy at Thula Thula. Then, one sunny summer day, Lawrence dies. Somehow, deep in the brush of Thula Thula, the elephants know. Yes. One sunny summer day, Lawrence dies. And somehow, deep in the brush of Thula Thula, the elephants know. They begin their trek toward Lawrence's house, Lawrence's home, that very day. They journey past the Nsaleni River and by the sycamore figs, across the savannah and beyond the Guala Guala Dam. long journey. But they make it. They walk and they walk. The elephants come. Yeah. They walk past the Nsalani River, past the sycamore figs, and beyond the Gwala Gwala Dam. They walk and they walk. The elephants come. Francoise looks out her window as the herd forms a circle around the house. The elephants look at Francoise, make soft rumbles, and bow their heads. They spend the next 3 days there. The elephants live with Francoise by day and camp with her by night. Yeah. Elephants walk and walk, and they make it. The elephants come. Francoise looks out her window as the herd forms a circle around the house. The elephants look at Francoise, make soft rumbles, and bow their heads. They spend the next 3 days there. The elephants live with Francoise by day and camp with her by night. They stay with her, and she is not alone. Yeah, they stay with her, and she is not alone. Oh. And that is the end of our story, and you can get to read more if available at your local library. You can check out the author's note. Some very, very beautiful information there, just telling us a little more background into the story about some of the interviews that were held with Francoise, and some of the pictures as well. As you can see there, this picture right here of Nana and Lawrence in real life. Yeah, so just some of the things to look forward to if you're able to get this book from your local library. And hopefully next time when we bring it, we can go through and read the author's note as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that story. The Elephants Come Home, a true story of 7 elephants, 2 people, and 1 extraordinary friendship. And we did experience that friendship just now. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, recommend it to your friends. Let them see this beautiful book as well. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll be right back after this short break when we're back with more story time.
Hello, I'm Brianna Carzu, the author and illustrator of Lou, and you're watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Yes, Brianna Kazoo, author of Lou, I almost said Zoo, author of Lou and Greenlight, which is also out right now. So enjoy those beautiful books from Brianna and get to enjoy them. And you know Brianna has visited us here on Storytime, so you can check out that conversation as well that we had with her here and get to enjoy and learn a little bit about her process. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, each and every one of you joining us today, whether you're joining us live or indeed joining us for the recordings later on, or indeed joining us for the recordings later on. Whenever you join in, whenever time works for you, we hope that you are here enjoying Storytime and of course enjoying the books that we bring to you. And of course, please send us your recommendations. Let us know what you'd like to see here on Storytime so we can bring it. Trust me, we'll look into it and make sure that we try and bring it here to you on Storytime. We'll try and get those permissions so we can read those books here. So much for joining in today. This has been Storytime for today. Kim TOMSIC, HADLEY, HOOPER with amazing illustrations, amazing story indeed. And of course, The Elephants Come Home, a true story of 7 elephants, 2 people, and 1 extraordinary friendship. And I must highlight too, there's a part in the story when the elephants come home, and of course I think it mentions the Zulu villagers, and that's a part of the book that I've always just kind of wanted to, just elaborate a little bit more. I know we don't have time, but here it says, then Lawrence posts signs reminding the neighboring Zulu villagers no hunting. And I just wanted to highlight this page too, that remember that Thula Thula sits on 11,000 acres of land, right? And if you remember too, like the Zulus and all the other tribes are the original inhabitants of this land. And their interactions with nature and everything, and their economy depended on hunting and gathering and all these other things, farming and things that were going on. So yes, as developments like Thula Thula come in, and yes, for animal safety and everything else, but also there is something to be considered there about the economies, about the lives, the livelihoods of the people around there that have been affected, and in what ways, and how do developments like Thula Thula work together with the local community to build, to live in harmony, right? To build a space that is that allows everybody to thrive and does not, just come in and impose a certain way of living. So just something to think about there as we're reading this book, as we're looking at this story, that yes, indeed, there are people that were living there before and those lives have been disrupted, but how can we then make sure that there's less disruption and other means are found to ensure that economies and of course livelihoods of those original tribes do thrive and do survive and are helped indeed in other ways that will still promote animal conservation, animal safety, but also promote those livelihoods. Yes, other means, whether it's diving more into farming or other things, what supports are being given to those communities as well. So something to think about. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you and welcome your thoughts too on this and whatever else that you're thinking about the book. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing how much you love the illustrations. It is a stunning book. I always go back to a friend who said, you buy these 32-page plus galleries for $18 or less, and hopefully you can also get them from your local library and get to enjoy them. Where else can you get such beautiful art at affordable prices? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And again, affordable being relative there, right? So I hope that you can use the resources that are our libraries and get to enjoy all these amazing books. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. I appreciate each and every one of you, the conversations we get into, and of course, the wondering, the critical thinking that we get to do here together, the growing that we get to do together here on Storytime. A question for you is, how did you first come to Storytime? Something to think about. Let us know next time if you can. And we're just glad you're here with us, and we hope you're here to stay. We hope you're here for many, many years joining us here on Storytime. We're back again tomorrow with a brand new book. This one is from Glue Books, and it is called Mostly Me. Cannot wait to share this one with you. And this is brand new, and I'm glad that they got in touch and sent us this lovely copy. So cannot wait to share it with you and find it at your local library. And if they don't have it, well, request it. Ask your librarian, tell them about it so they can bring it. But join us tomorrow and enjoy this beautiful story coming to us from Colin Hall and illustrations by Christo Dawn Shafi. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Storytime. I hope that you have a lovely Tuesday, a lovely rest of your day, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Yes, inshallah, we're back ready for another story and get to enjoy together. Thank you for being here. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Biggest hugs from me today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda with Amanda Weltman Photography. I'm a photographer and printmaker based in the Pacific Northwest, and I believe that your face deserves wall space. Enjoy today's story time with my favorite storyteller, Mr. Limata.
Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing the stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to